Welcome back. Let's talk about the last set for the GS paper 1. Now here many questions were from Indian culture directly from the Government of India Indian culture website. So if you have gone through the content carefully, there is no reason you won't be able to attempt. Many questions were more or less factual with key things that you have to remember. Now important to note, this question talked about 15 Finance Commission report which granted certain amount of loan for education, certain for nutrition. So this was for education and then this was for nutrition. Both of these are correct. It also talked about reintroducing a tax effort criteria for fiscal performance. That again incorrect. But it reduced the shares with the states, and that was because of the creation of Union Territory of Ladakh and Jammu Kashmir. So this 42% was reduced to 41%, and that was one of the main things that was done. So 2 is incorrect, the remaining 3 are correct. The next is IBRD. Now, Bank for Reconstruction and Development, as the name suggests, it guarantees the middle income countries to give loan for financial well-being. So this is correct, and this was mainly after the World War II where countries needed to rebuild themselves. So again correct, but it does not single-handedly work to reduce poverty. There are other organizations like IDA, MEGA which works along with it to reduce poverty and provide assistance. So 1 and 3 are the correct options here. The next question, RTGS and NEFT, the common transaction methods which were pre-UPI methods, we could say. So NEFT settles the payment after some time. RTGS is instantaneously. In RTGS, you can have bigger amount that can be transferred. Neither of them charge any kind of inward transaction fees. RTGS and NEFT, both of them occur 24/7. So both these statements are incorrect. Only first statement is correct. The next question is, how many countries other than India are now accepting UPI payments? United Arab Emirates, France and Singapore have started to accept UPI payments from India. So 3 of these are the correct option. The next is PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana. Now this, as the name suggests, this is for the Bijli, that's electricity. So it targets installation of 1 crore solar rooftop panels in residential sector. That is correct. Now, the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy imparts training for installation, management and repair of these rooftop systems at grassroots level. That's again correct. And it aims to create nearly 3 lakh new jobs for a skill sector under solar rooftop systems. So that's again correct. So all these statements are correct statements. The next question is, which of the following is correct under the given 3 statements? So ordinance can amend any central act. That is correct. Ordinance has the same force and effect as any act of parliament. So this is correct. Ordinance can abridge a fundamental right. This is incorrect because ordinances are subject to judicial reviews. So it cannot violate or abridge any fundamental right. So that's incorrect. Ordinance can come back into effect from a back date. That is correct. Usually they are issued with retrospective effect only. So 1 and 3 are the correct options in this question. The next is the correct description with the state. So Arunachal Pradesh, the capital is named, Itanagar is named after a fort, and the state has 2 national parks. That is a correct statement. So both of these things are correctly matched. Nagaland came into existence based on the Constitutional Amendment Act. That is incorrect. It came into existence because of the State of Nagaland Act 1962. So this is incorrect. Tripura, initially in the part C, has become a centrally administered territory under the Recognition Act 1956 and then had a full status. That is correct. So this full status was achieved in 1972. So 1 and 3 are the correct options. Only 2 of these are correct. The next is with reference to India, which have been established under the provisions of Constitution of India. So Inter-State Council under Article 263 is a constitutional body. So this is correct. National Security Council is not a constitutional body and has not been established under the provisions of the Constitution. Zonal Act are under the State Representation Act, but they are not constitutional bodies. They are statutory bodies. So the difference between constitutional, statutory and quasi-constitutional we have understood in a separate lecture. So just check that lecture for more information. You have only one of the options that is correct here. The next is, the Constitution explicitly mentions the areas the governor can act on their discretion. That's correct. That was very expected question in the recent news topics, as we have seen. Now, President reserves a bill passed by the governor of the state without being forwarding it further, right? So president's power lies exclusively with the governor of the state under the Article 200. So second statement is incorrect, first is correct. So only one of these is correct. The next is the provision and who states those. So the separation of judiciary from executive is under Article 50 of the DPSP. So that is correct. Article 50 of the DPSP, so that's correct. Valuing and preserving the heritage of the culture and the fundamental duties, again correct. Prohibiting employment of children below 14 years under fundamental rights is again correct. So all of these three are the correct matches. Very basic question from NCERT class 7-8. So if you have gone through NCERTs carefully, there is no reason you won't be able to answer this question. Now, with reference to Constitution, if an area is declared as scheduled area under the 5th Constitution, the state government does not lose its executive powers. So this is incorrect. The union government can take over the total administration. So the word total administration is the issue here. It cannot take over the total administration. So again, this is incorrect. So both the statements are correct. So incorrect. So neither of these statements are correct, right? The next is the organization and under which authority it comes. So National Automotive Board comes under Ministry of Heavy Industries. So the first one is incorrect. Choir Board comes under MSMEs. So again, this is incorrect. And National Center for Trade Information comes under Ministry of Commerce and Industries. So that is again incorrect. So none of these pairs are correctly matched would be the answer here. The next question is, which of the following are subject under Constitution for the ratification with more than 50% of the states being required for presenting the bill to the president. Now this has been under the Article 368(2) of the Constitution, where it clearly says that the 7th schedule and the extent of executive power of the state, or this article itself, or any article related to judiciary would be under this ambit. So 3 is not the correct option. 1 and 2 are the only correct options for this question. The next is, which of the following with reference to polity are correct? So here the first statement saying that governor is not answerable to any court for the duties performed is correct. No criminal proceedings can be initiated against governor during the term of the office under Article 361(2) of the Constitution. And then the member of state legislatures are not liable for any proceedings with respect to anything said within the house. That is under Article 194(2) of the Constitution. So all of these three are the correct statements. The next is Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board's activities are regulated for refining, storage, marketing and sale. So 2 and 3 are the correct options here. Production of natural gas is an upstream activity, not under this category, and the same goes for production of crude oil. So it's not related to production, but anything after production, which is refining, storage, distribution, marketing and sales, would be under this. So 2 and 3, only 2 of these are correct. The next is, sedition has become my religion. This was a famous statement of Gandhiji at the time of publicly violating the salt law at Dandi March, and this was with an idea to declare that it was his duty to destroy the curse of British government through non-violent means. The next is the female dancing girl in Mohenjo-daro. Now this is a question from ancient history. This is a very famous depiction of the bronze discovery during the time of Indus Valley civilization. So C is the correct option. The next is Madan Mohan Malviya and Krishna Kant provided the legal defense to the people arrested in the aftermath of Chauri Chaura incidents. And this was an interesting story where Madan Mohan Malviya initially left the idea of being a lawyer, but after this Chauri Chaura incident, he started to defend only for this purpose of this case. The next is the subsequent to which of the events Gandhiji talked about opposing untouchability and appealed for eradication of untouchability from all his spheres and upliftment of Harijans. This was at the Pune Act, which is very, very important because this was important act, and this was an agreement which was signed between Mahatma Gandhi and B.R. Ambedkar, where it was the result of Gandhiji's fast unto death at the Yerawada jail, where he protested the communal awards by McDonald, and this was for mainly the separate electorates that were propounded at that time. Now, which of the following were introduced in India by the Portuguese in the 16th and the 17th century? So all the three, papaya, pineapple and guava, were introduced by Portuguese in India during the 17th century. The next is which of the following countries have more than 4 time zones? So UK has 9 to 10 time zones. It's not because UK is small, but because we used to say the sun does not set in the British Empire, so you have numerous territories across the globe. So Denmark has 5 time zones. Again, it has the territories of Greenland and Faroe Island, which is the reason for the same. New Zealand again has 5 time zones, where it has the Cook Island, the Chatham Islands as part of it. Australia has 8 to 9 and Brazil has 4. So the question says more than 4. Now of these, first 4 would be more than 4, so only 4, not 5. Brazil has 4, so it is asking more than 4, so be careful of the language. The next is Entry and Serbia and Nome in Alaska are few kilometers from each other, but when they wake up at different times, and they would be different days, right? So when it is Monday in Endear, which is in Siberia, right, it would be Sunday in Noem, which is in Russia. So it's before the time zone, right? So it's not Tuesday, but it would be Sunday. So it is because of the international date line, beyond the international date line. So if you want to understand more on international date line, we have covered exclusive series of lectures on the international date line. Even calculations are there. So go back and refer that. A very interesting topic, of course, I would say. So the first one is correct. The second one is incorrect. So only one is the correct option. The next is who was the founder of self-respect movement? So it was the Ramaswamy Naikar who was the proponent, talking about caste discrimination and promoting social equality. Now, which of the resources are correctly matched? Botswana is rich in diamond. It's one of the leading producers of diamond by volume as well as trade value. The next is Chile, known for its lithium deposits, one of the major components when we talk about EV world, electric vehicles. Indonesia, known for its nickel. So all of these 3 are correctly matched. The next one, all of these 3 are incorrectly matched. Normandy is in France, Sardinia is in Italy, then Milagro is in Spain. So none of these are correctly matched. So which is correctly matched? None is the right answer. So here we finish all the 100 questions from your GS paper 1. Don't miss our CSET paper 2 series shortly after your examination. Wish you all the best. Thanks for joining in, and of course for your mains, don't forget to check our complete comprehensive coverage for most of the optional papers at Doorstep Tutor. Thanks for joining in. Have a great day ahead.